We back. Live out your dreams. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And today we got bad news, or news you can use, but don't be no fool. Rock Nation School of Music students promised full scholarships are now in debt. This is what we be talking about, people. This is exactly what we be talking about, bro. And I'm not gonna go off on Jay-Z because of his history of finessing and flexing and being just who he is. I'm gonna go off on the people who want to put their trust in the big mogul like Jay-Z or somebody you can learn from, a black billionaire that did this and did. But if you look at Jay-Z's history from the Brooklyn Nets deal with the justification of Brooklyn, he had to put his face on it to make it look good and sell them same houses and same lots. Sell that to them people and kick your people out the way. But we're gonna put your face on to make you look good, give you more 0.4 ownership of the team. With his rocket word, how he did Dame with the rocket word deal, how he did Kanye with the Apple deal, how he did the title, the title company, when all the musicians thought it was going to be their own streaming platform, their own Apple Music, and you have to come to us and we own it. Y'all remember that when all the musicians was at the big table, Rihanna was at the table, Beyonce was at the table, Nicki was at the table, J and B at the head of the table because they thinking we got something playing. Okay, cool. Turn around a couple days later, he sell it. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z has already had a history doing some fugazi stuff. So you got to do your history. You got to do your homework. Don't just get caught up in the name and the game and think you're going to get some change. You know what I'm saying? And it's just another example. Now, when he say music students, are we talking about 18-year-olds or 22-year-olds? Or are we talking about high school kids? Or people that's just trying to learn the music industry? Let's see what's going on. Jay-Z backed the Rock Nation School of Music in Brooklyn, where select students were promised to graduate without debt, but are finding out otherwise. At least a dozen students selected from the inaugural class of Rock Nation School of Music are speaking out to the Gothamists about the unexpected debt they accrued, despite receiving offer letters stating they would graduate without debt. These students with debt ranging from 5 to 39 are calling out what they described as mixed messaging with university's Hope Scholarship, attended for the highest need students. And then it just ain't anybody. This is particularly us. You understand what I'm saying? Because Josh and Brad ain't going for the fugazi in this. Jay-Z will give Josh and Brad whatever they want. But let's go get these boys over here, and let's go get these little guys over here and shit, and put my name and put Beyonce in front of them and go ahead and get that. I understand. It is what it is. But you got to know your history, bro. You got to know the type of game Jay played, bro. You look at this paperwork where there is very expensive institution is telling you you'll be able to get all these opportunities for less. You're going to get your college paid for it. They use this propaganda to get you in, said Asia Thomas, a Hope scholar who transferred from a different university after 2 years due to receiving $19,000 in unexpected charges from Rock Nation. So these are college kids, you know what I'm saying, trying to get their stuff right, trying to find out, trying to understand. But somebody should have but they don't know. Some parents should have said something, but the parents don't know either, because when you think about it, Mom, I got a scholarship to go up with Jay-Z school. Okay, yeah, go ahead. I'll make sure you get everything you need. All right, cool. Many students were eager to join the high-profile program partnership between Rock Nation and LIU that promised to shape the next generation of artists, entertainment, entrepreneurs, complete with guest lectures from Rock Nation's Rihanna and Jonas Brothers. I remember being just generally conflicted about school, and then coming across this school made me feel a sense of security, said Justice Stevenson, a Hope scholar preparing to graduate while also paying off $5,000 in student debt. It was a full scholarship immediately. It was a music school, which is iconic in the dream, and Jay-Z is involved. It's like that DJ Envy. Put DJ Envy face on and whoop the whoop, whoop the whoop. We're gonna whoop the whoop and whoop the whoop. And next thing you know, you look like Boo Boo the Food. Stevenson says she successfully negotiated her $26,000 argument to LIU officials that she had been promised a debt-free graduation. In addition to unexpected debt, students have raised concern with administrators about the quality of the Rock Nation School of Music. And I guarantee you, Jay-Z will show up one day to go rock with them kids. Among the concerns were the lack of professional recording studios, something students majoring in areas like sports management and music production said they had to build themselves. They also criticized the promotional materials that advertised celebrity guests such as Rihanna, Khaled, the Jonas Brothers, who never appeared. The university has defended its position with LIU marketing chief Jackie Nealon, stating the scholarship covers tuition only and is intended to allow students to graduate tuition debt-free. They also know over 200 celebrity guest speakers, including Megan, Fat Joe, Adam Silver, Rock Nation CEO Desiree Perez. And we ain't even going to speak on her. However, it's a sticky situation that some financial aid experts say may have been used to boost enrollment amid low numbers. A big story of the day is desperation and even very selective institutions to enroll students. There are simply not enough students to go around. A higher education policy professor at NYU noted the declining enrollment rates nationwide. The name of the game was to get butts in the seats and make these promises. And so they said, forget it. We don't want a small class. We're going to admit everybody. And that's what they did, said Kenyatta Beasley, a former music professor at LIU who now teaches at Hofstra. Nearly maintained that the scholarship program is making an impact. However, students who were left with debt are calling it a scam. This sounds like a scam. It sounds like a school of rock bulls. Donald Trump University, said Jordine Drum, a Hope scholar who owes nearly 40 in student debt. He thought he'd never need. My dad thought it was a scam, said Samantha Hutchinson, a Hope scholar who owes 37 in federal student loan. Come to find out, it was a scam. And that's what I'm saying. Once you put J name on it, it's a no-go if you want to have any morality. Now, if you want to go over there and lean into it and get your hands dirty and get your hands greasy or whatever, that's cool or whatever. But you go over there. But once you got morality into it, you're dealing with kids. Jay-Z has been doing this his whole career, bro. I'm telling you. The title company, the Nets, Rockaway deal, man. It's just a lot. Jay-Z has done a lot of fugazi. But it is what it is, though. I just wanted to really point this out. Make sure y'all just don't always go for the name and don't always go for some game. Get you some knowledge of what you're really doing and what's going on. How much, since it's just for the tuition, okay, cool. Is my tuition paid for every year? Where are these unoccurred things coming from? Know what you're putting yourself into. Don't just get behind a celebrity such as Jay-Z, especially Jay-Z, because you know Jay-Z is it's all about. It ain't even about nothing, but it's just about money, and no morals. You know what I'm saying? And Jay-Z has done this time and time again. It's nothing new. It is what it is. It's not unexpected. It's not a surprise. This is who Jay-Z is, and it is what it is. I'll leave it alone like that, man. I respect y'all. Appreciate y'all coming to rock with me, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all make sure y'all like. Y'all make sure y'all comment. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe.